Welcome back. Email us freedom@charliekirk.com. They call it the Inflation Reduction Act. Polls show that less than 12% of voters actually think it's going to reduce inflation. Of course it won't. I want to play a couple pieces of tape here. Let's start with cut 8. Bernie Sanders admits that Biden's Inflation Reduction Act won't actually reduce inflation. Play cut 8.
I'm going to take a moment to say a few words about the so-called Inflation Reduction Act that we are debating this evening. And I say so-called, by the way, because according to the CBO and other economic organizations who have studied this bill, it will in fact have a minimal impact on inflation.
Bernie's right. Now, Bernie's critique is probably that it doesn't confiscate enough money and clobber enough businesses, that it doesn't go too far enough, I should say. Cut 3, Senator Chris Murphy talks about the climate change aspects of the bill. One of the last things Rush Limbaugh said in public, he said it at our Turning Point USA Student Action Summit. That's worth getting that tape. 2019, Rush Limbaugh with Donald Trump on stage. Incredible. He warned that the climate change issue, the environmentalist issue, will be the issue that will be used to deteriorate American sovereignty, to erode American private property. Rush Limbaugh was 100% right to warn us about the malevolent intentions and impact that the climate change fanatics will make on America. And what was so interesting about it is that it came out of nowhere. Rush just kind of went up and he said, you know what? I've always wanted to tell you guys that climate change is the biggest threat to our civilization. Not climate change itself, but climate change political issue. You have to understand, climate change is the wrapper around Marxism. You have Marxism at its core, and you have climate change on the exterior. Climate change activism, environmentalism, pseudo-paganism. We call it a Trojan horse, a wolf in sheep's clothing. That all sounds so cliche, but it's totally true.